Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live stream. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson here, and you are watching day 175 of 200 Days of Drawing. Whew, wow, we're just getting up there. We're just going to keep on doing this. We're going to see how long I can do it. It's got its own inherent challenges. So today I got another piping hot cactus drawing for you. Probably going to keep it simple as usual because I'm lazy. No, I'm not really lazy. Anyways, so let's begin today's drawing, shall we? Now, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. I am doing pretty good myself. It has been a great day. Aside from the bouts of what's it called, like just being tired, you know. But that's just my life at the moment. Is I'm going to be forever tired until like 18 years from now. Probably not. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's just do like a semi. Yeah, we'll do that. No, we're just going to go basic gray. We're just going to stick to the system that I've laid out here and go basic gray. There we go. And we're going to use it. So today is a good day. I have no complaints at the moment. We'll see what happens later on. Let's see what I'm going to do. Well, I might just like I might just do another one of those simple cactuses because I do them out of like necessity, really. So I do these cactuses out of necessity, not because I can't do better, but it's just certain days I have more available time than others, and on those days that I have more time, I'll do some experimentation. What would I do? I will play around with, do new things. I'll put mustaches on my cactuses, or I'll do something that is a little bit different. But when it's like Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, I have a very, especially Saturday, because Saturday is one of those days. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have those days where you're just busy the entire day. I don't like Saturdays. I dread a Saturday where I have to do this live stream, because it's like it's in this awkward time frame, and I'm trying to squeeze in this live stream, and it just never really works out to the level that I like it. Notice how I drew the box like as if the cactus is transparent. That's a little trick that helps you really get the lines working accordingly. Some people, maybe I might give a little demonstration in a second, but right now let me center. So what can happen is when you don't do that type of drawing straight through type of thing. Let's say you have an object. It doesn't matter. You just have an object, and then you have a box, right? Sometimes we'll draw a line, and we won't draw as if it's invisible. We'll continue to line, and it'll be slightly off because we're not practicing drawing through that object. And that's what you see me doing there, is having the having me draw through that object. I'm going to double check to make sure I centered this. So today was good. Let's kind of break down this day for you, so you know just why I'm always in a perpetual fatigued state. So I got up. Man, I'm busy today. I got up at roughly 4 o'clock, but I hit the snooze button twice. I kind of just habitually hit the snooze button twice. Um, it's kind of a habit. And then went downstairs, had some coffee, and I what did I do? I went to my home gym and I exercised. And the exercise, actually, I'm gonna be quite honest. My weightlifting regimen is very simple, fairly simple. It's completely, it goes against what you might consider a actual workout. It really is the most simple workout. It's like 4 lifts, and there's only one working set, and one superset. So like today was dumbbell flies and incline bench, and so I did dumbbell flies, and I went straight to incline bench, and that was to failure. So like with flies, I I uh, I, as when I got all the way down to the bottom, I couldn't even lift them up. So to failure, and I mean literal failure. I didn't like say, oh, I have I'm 1 rep away from failure. No, I am at the limit of how many times I can do that weight, and then you go straight to incline press. And because I went to failure on my dumbbell flies, I like have zero gas, zero energy for my incline press. Like I have no energy, I have no gas left. So I'm able to do like 2 solid presses. And I'm talking about when I do these reps, they're slow repetitions, probably as slow as you can probably do it without it. Yeah, they're about as slow as I can do them. And yeah, so that's what I did. And I went to after that I did some supinated. I think it's supinated uh, lat pull, lat pulls at really slow reps. We're talking like just like I can't explain it. Like 5 second down, 5 second up. Maybe I might be a little bit exaggerative. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it's as slow as I can at a certain weight, and I try to control it the best that I can. But so that's what I did was lat pull downs at with a hands like this. I don't know if it's supinated, and then I did a deadlifts. Now I did a moderately heavy weight, not super heavy. I've done like the weight I did today was complete weak sauce to what I'm used to. But the difference is with the weight I'm doing today and the weight I used to do is the way that I'm moving the weight. So I used to do powerlifting, and usually when you did powerlifting, you practice some explosion on the bottom. You really try to push through and explode from the bottom of the weight during a deadlift. But for me at this weight, it was like my goal is to push the weight and not use any exploding from the bottom, where I'm using like my body momentum to kind of hurl the weight up at a certain point. And that is very challenging, which means you have a very, like the reps themselves are by default very slow. And I did that, and that was it. One working set of all of them, and you just did them to failure. And my deadlifts are like 5 seconds up, or like they're like 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. I can't tell. I'm not like going 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, but it's definitely the slowest I feel that I can go, and at that weight. And because I'm going so slow, and because I'm not using any explosion on the bottom part of the deadlift, my the fatigue I fatigue so much quicker. Yeah, I was able to do 10 reps at like 350 pounds or something like that. That's nothing to what I used to be doing, but it's the it's at a very slow rep speed, and when you do that, you're not doing an explosion. Like, you're not swinging the weight. So like, you whenever you see like people doing power cleans or snatch, like the snatch and clean or clean and jerk, they're like thrusting their body into the weight, right? I'm not doing that. I'm trying to go slow and controlled, and that is very exhausting, very tiring, way more than I thought it'd be. So that's what I've been doing with regards to that. And that was a very short workout, and I do that every 4 days. I don't do that workout, but I'll work out every 4 days, like once every 4 days, not like 4 days a week. Like, I'll literally work out once. Like, if I worked out on a Monday, then I'd work out on a Friday, which is weird. It's a very weird thing that I came across, and I think it works. Um, it's based off of Mike Metzer's high intensity training, and the premise is you what is the premise? I don't remember. What's the premise? I forgot. There is no premise. So the premise is you do maximum effort, and you have sufficient rest between workout sessions, and that's really strange. The logic is your body supposedly is not able to recoup as much as fast as the fitness industry proclaims. Like, your muscle in theory repairs itself in 24 to 48 hours, but apparently there's a lot more residual things happening throughout the entire system, your body, your muscular, like physical, like your muscular skeletal system that you're not accounting for. And so it's interesting. So I'm going to see what happens. So far, I'm making gains, either in reps or actually increasing my weight each time I do the workout. So the rep range is where I'm focusing on some, because some of them are kind of stagnating, because it's just the slow rep pace that really causes me to slow down. All right, there we go. I'll lock that. Going to go to the pot. And then after I worked out, I pretty much planned my week. So this was probably a really, you could call it like probably like as perfect as I can get throughout the day. There was other things I could have done to kind of improve the day, I think. I don't know what else could have been done, but as far as I'm concerned, it's been a very, very successful day. And it's one of those days that you're like, you got to be proud of. You're hitting all your like your daily notes. Like, you're hitting those time notes. And yeah, that's hard to do every day, but to be able to do it um, effectively in one go, I think that's a really good thing. Typically, that doesn't always happen for me, but the fact that I've been able to kind of get that going for the day, I'm pretty happy about it. And the rest of the day was just a bunch of like very well coordinated, well timed out activities, and that is challenging to have a bunch of activities kind of planned out and actually execute them to a fairly successful manner. And then, now here I am. I'm doing my live stream before I have to go to work, which is around 5 or 6. So I'm going to be working from 4 a.m. this morning all the way to roughly about 11 a.m. tonight, and just constantly going, and it's hard. It can be tough. Uh, I don't know how I'm going to work, how tomorrow's going to work, but if I'm able to go to bed early tonight, then I'll be able to manage a pretty successful Saturday. Saturdays are very, very problematic because I have a lot of driving to do, and I'm trying to get this live stream in before I go work on that day as well. And that's always a challenge for me. That's always been a challenge because that day specifically, I'm only home for about a 3-hour window or something like that. I don't know. It's not enough for me to kind of really sit down and kind of get that to kind of sit down and do this drawing actually, because before I even do this live stream, there's a couple things I have to do. I set it up on StreamYard. It takes a little bit of time to set up on StreamYard. Then I do some things on YouTube. I add some tags ahead of time. I make sure that it live streams on my website, so it also auto like it gets posted on my website in the blog section. So I do a few things that I've been meaning to do for a while, and this is a way of me kind of really getting things done. And there's challenges to it. It's difficult. There's difficulty in play with that. Needless to say, sometimes coffee is a necessary evil for me. I don't necessarily like it, but I think it's a something that I utilize. I think is a tool that I need. Well, I don't need it, but I think it's very helpful to have on hand. I love doing this. I love adding those little blues, those little highlights. I just really like it, you know. And then I like adding a opposite color on the other side. Just like that little. It's like a lens flare to me. I really enjoy that process. And the pot is done. Even though I'm behind, I'm technically behind schedule. I'm not necessarily behind. The reason why I say behind is because I'm not behind. Because normally around this time I'm actually working. By the 19-minute mark, I'm actually on the Cactus itself. But I've been talking a little bit more, and talking while you're doing your a complex activity like drawing, even though you can make the argument this is not really a complex drawing, right? It's fairly straightforward, especially for how many times I've done this drawing. It still has like innate what would you call it, like it has, we're gonna have it make it lighter this side. No, we're gonna make it lighter this side, so that, yeah, lighter on this side and darker on this side. It still has innate lighter on this side, darker on this side. Okay. It still has innate time locked in to every area. Like there's only so many things I could do to make this faster, you know. Right. There's only a certain amount of things I can do to improve the time on these certain areas of the drawing. You know, I can't really increase. I can't really speed up much. You know, if I'm talking a little bit and I'm slowing down a little bit, there you go. Right. There's something I can only. I really can't. I really can't speed up the timeline as fast as I'd like for me to speed it up is what I'm trying to say. And it happens though. But it's one of those things. You just accept the inherent time that's locked into it. It's kind of like doing a grid drawing. If anyone has any experience with grid drawings, you know that there's like if you know that it's going to take you a certain amount of time to do a certain sized grid drawing with that has a certain that has squares, a certain size squares that you're drawing on there. So you have like a 1 inch by 1 inch grid drawing, or not like a 1 inch, 18 by 24 inch grid drawing that has 1 inch by 1 inch squares. That's going to be so many hours already locked into, especially if you're really, really good at doing grid drawings and you know exactly what is needed to create a desired effect. So that's just one of those things that you just can't really escape. There's certain inherent like things that are kind of locked in innately into those styles, that style of drawing, you know? And so you just kind of have to accept it a little bit. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another layer, and we're going to go and we're going to take this and we're just going to do this. So I'm going to use that as my my color palette, and the base color is going to be this. All right, so that's going to be a new thing. I've never done this before where I use a color palette. So whenever I don't know, I'm going to use that. And let's do this. And we're going to do this. There we go. There's my palette, and we're going to use that on top. So this is a new thing. I thought I'd try that out. I can always delete it, you know, like that. And we're going to take this, and we're going to go use this brush on here. And now we're going to use the dark tones on top. Dark tone and dark tone right here. And then we're going to do that, make sure that there's dark tones right here, like a cast shadow. And then we're going to really dial in those tones. So there we go. That's what we want. One like something like that. Sprinkle that in there. Okay, made it purposely sloppy. Now we're going to clean it up. Okay, time to clean up this mess. Just kind of use a gradient. There we go. This is what we want. And we kind of want this kind of going down right here. Maybe kind of put that green in there for more look at a little color boost right here. Take this tone. What we're going to do is kind of create like a highlight right here. But I want this area to be dark, actually kind of like this dark. There we go. And we're going to make a little highlight around here. And then right here is like that cast shadow. All right, now we're getting somewhere, just kind of adding this stuff up. 25 minutes. Okay, so now I'm caught back up. We're at 25 minutes. We're at 25 minutes, and now we're gonna start by getting a little bit more micro in certain areas, you know. Getting darker tones in there, kind of playing around. Maybe put more dark tones right here. Maybe make that a little bit darker. All right, maybe make this put some dark tones right here. Yeah, buddy, we're doing pretty good. So notice how I was able to kind of bring this drawing up to speed in a relatively quick time. And that was kind of like almost accidental, you know. I'm like, I wasn't expecting me to kind of get back up to the level of drawing at the time frame that I was at, because I was at 19 minutes and I was still on the background, really, you know, and I wasn't expecting to jump forward as fast as I did. Okay, so I'm gonna play it around a little bit more, and then I'm gonna start adding those little like cactus lines I've been doing lately. I like that. I think that's a new little addition, and it shows growth with my drawing. And the growth, the main growth that I'm getting from these drawings is the improvement of time and just really getting these drawings done quicker at the same level as when I was working on them for 50 minutes, you know. So that's where the actual improvement is coming, that's where it's coming from. So that's what's good about this. So now I'm gonna try to zoom in. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Apparently I can't zoom in. There we go. I'm using the tablet to zoom in right now. So I'm using this tablet here because apparently I can't zoom in. There we go. That's what I want to do. All right, so now we're gonna shrink this brush down and really kind of just kind of do something like this. You know, it's kind of, no, I'll leave that like that, and then kind of put something like here. There we go. Expressing that contour line on purpose, like I'm doing that on purpose to express this highlight more, just to exaggerate it. Just a simple little tool that I'm doing right now for these cactus drawings. All right, kind of make the cactus a little bit more like gritty. All right, like that. Kind of put one right here. Let's make it kind of wrap right around here a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna get this like that. Maybe do one right here, and then dark, like a dark tone here. I'm hoping I can get this done. I think it's going to be a 40-minute line mark, because this whole this adding these things here is starting to add more. It's starting to lock in more time to the initial drawing. And so my goal is to I should be able to. My next goal is to be able to do these riblet lines or these ribs on the cactus and still finish it in 30 minutes. I've gotten close to some extent, but there's been some challenges. So I'm just gonna kind of use the same brush or use the same tone that I have here, and just kind of like add these dark like shadows. And then I'm going to add like a highlight or something of sorts to kind of really express. I'm going to add like a mid-tone and some sort of like a highlight somewhere. You know, kind of. So we're just kind of adding these, really making the shadows feel more kind of shadowy, I guess. I don't know. Just feel darker and give it more of a cactus feel than what I've been doing normally. Given the texture that I have with this brush, I can almost get away with having no like specific highlight. I could just kind of leave these ribs as they are and have the texture be treated as a secondary element and not even worry about actually adding like the a like those specific what would you call it, shadow elements, something like this. I think that's looking good. All right, now we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to make this a little bit darker because it's in a darker area. You know, let's do that on purpose. Kind of imagine like that. Right, and let's get to this one right here. So I think after my 200th day of live streams, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably start by practicing clouds and just play around with some, like do a cloud series. So probably do like 100 drawings that are clouds. So maybe on my 200th one, I think I've been pondering this. I don't know if I'll be able to pursue it. I think what might be something I'll try doing is like I'll have to do a double check and see how many cactuses I've drawn, and then I'll just balance out and top myself out to 100 cactus drawings. So that means I might end up doing like 3 drawings in one live stream. So I have to find a date that I can just sit down and do 3 drawings, or I'll have to hope that I land on a date, a day that I'm able to do that, because I think that's pretty cool. Just do like, we're going to max out, we're going to finish 98, 99, and 100, you know, for the 200th day of drawing, so I could even out at 100 cactus drawings, and that way when I do start my cloud drawings, I will balance out into I'll be able to start fresh and do another 100 without having to worry about, oh, I have an odd number of cactus drawings. So here we go. I think that's looking good. I'm going to use this. Wait, I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to just kind of balance out the center. We're going to split the difference. Kind of put this here. There we go. A little bit right here. I think that's good. So I'm using this as the highlight, you know, highlight side. And then I'm going to use that light color as the actual highlight. So this is like the lighter tone of the cactus. I like leaving these cactus like up on these areas on the ends. Sometimes I like to keep them like that, where they're like just these simple little like colors. I don't really like to get too fancy with them, because right now I'm getting a little too fancy and it's adding time to my drawing, and I don't want that. All right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to add some highlights just in some small places. You know, maybe a little right here, a little highlight right here, highlight right here, highlight right here, a little right here, maybe some like right here, and just a little bit right here, and a lot of it right here. No. And I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. We're going to, I'm going to zoom in, and I want to make this darker, and then maybe add a little bit of reflective light on the bottom here. And then the same thing right here is maybe add a little bit of reflective light right here and right here. No, maybe some right here. All right, now zoom out. Not bad. I want to add a little bit of this tone. Right here. I think that will help. There we go. And yeah, so there we go. Let's, I'm getting too micro again. I really don't have the time to kind of deal with this. So we'll zoom out, and we're going to remove this layer, and we're going to add another layer, and it's going to be thorns. So we're going to zoom out real quick. So not bad. I probably went a little bit overboard in some areas, but you know, I think some other things are working really well. And here we go. We're going to do some thorns at Doge, 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 Shiba, Shiba, Shiba. Cardano, Bitcoin. We're going to do 12 pixels for the thorns, man. Doge, Corn, Doge, Doge, Shiba. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Get it out of the way. We're going to get these. That's from one of those comic books. I'm at a loss for words. He's just, are you just coming on this on here to troll me or what? Oh man. All right, I'm almost done though. I gotta put a few more pricks here. Yeah, buddy, almost done. It just takes. I just hate doing thorns. Like they take so long. Not even that long, but like, yeah, not in the whole scheme of things, not that long, but like it adds an extra 5 minutes to the actual drawing, and you're like, well, I'm just getting done here. I'm about to wrap it up, and yet I have to stick these things on there, you know. Sometimes I think I can get away with not having them. I think, or not having as many. Perhaps I should try doing less in some of these. Man, what a day. Then after this, gotta I gotta go to work, and it's gonna be righteous. It's gonna be righteous. Oh no. All right, this little thing right here. This arm right here. 40 minutes. It's 10 minutes too long. This drawing's taken. It's over. I'm over my time limit by 10 minutes. I was doing really good, and then I decided to do this new technique. And I think I'm done, but I'm trying to zoom out here. Let me zoom out. Can I zoom out? Oh, nope. I can definitely not zoom out, but I can draw on top of my... There we go. And that's it. That is my cactus for the day. Let's go to the signature and let's sign it. Oops. And we'll just go down to the bottom right here. And we'll go and use 8 pixels. And I like to go, is it P? Let's do a bright. I'm going to go P 21. And now it is day 175 out of 200. Out of 200, I have done 175 live streams this year. I actually have done more than that because I'm not even including my artist interviews this year. I think I've done like 40 artist interviews. So I've done about 200 videos this year alone. Oh my gosh. I am done, folks. Thank you so much, everyone. All righty, that is it. I got to get ready for my evening. For the evening, and I got to get I got some things I got to square away. And I hope you enjoy this. If you enjoy watching me do live art streams daily, and you also enjoy artist interviews weekly, don't forget to subscribe for more content. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson. Cheers. Have a good one.